Hey guys, so it's been a couple days now. I have some free time. I'm done with classes today, so I just got a little bit of Spanish homework to do, and then that fix that here actually. But and then I have football practice at 3:30 that I have to go to. But anyways, I didn't have my own weight scale. Well, one of my friends, his parents just came up to visit him. They brought a futon. That's why, if you can notice that the room looks different now. Instead of facing the cupboard, it's the door. But anyways, his parents brought him a scale. He asked them to bring him one. So I just used it a minute ago, and when I started this video, or started this vlog, I was 221 and a half. I mean, so you know, I was pretty big, and I just weighed myself just now, and this is after eating breakfast and lunch today. I mean, they were small portions, but I mean still. And I've drank like 2 or 3 bottles of water today too. That's all I drink now is water, because pop is no good to help lose weight. I figured every now and then I'll have one. Like if I go out to eat, I'll have a glass or something like that, but I don't really go out to eat hardly ever anymore. So, but anyways, I just weighed myself and I'm down 15 pounds. So I am 206 and a half. So it's just, I don't know, I'm pretty excited about it because that's 15 pounds less. That's quite a bit to me, and that's almost half of what I'm aiming for by Christmas, and it's not even November yet. But what I've been doing for that is, I did run for probably about a week there. I was running 4 miles a night. Well, that was killer. I did that, and then I kind of got tired of running. I don't know, I was only running the same area all the time because I don't really know my way around here yet. So I was just running, and they also have a track that's 1 mile around here at the college, so I was using that. But what I started doing now is I started this last, let's see, it was last week, I believe on Tuesday. I think I started doing it, Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. Anyways, but I started. I run 2 miles. Well, I do about a quarter lap, and then there's like a warm up, so like a quarter mile, and then I do stretches and stuff because that's that way I don't like rip my hamstring or whatever. So just stuff I've learned from track, and also I'm trying to avoid getting shin splints because I used to get those a lot in track, and they're a pain in the butt. So I run about a quarter mile, and then I stretch my legs. Then I go through. I do. I mainly worry just about my legs because I'm not really. Right now, I'm more worried about losing the weight before I start adding it on in muscle. So I don't really worry too much about stretching my arms or anything like that. And then after that, I start running, and I run 2 times around, and I just start off where I left off, or where I started after my stretches. So it makes 2 miles, so I'm not like a quarter mile short. And then where that 1 mile track goes around, there's 2 soccer fields, like practice ones, and I use one of those, and my legs actually are still hurting from this. I did this the other night, and I'm going to do it again tonight. I did 2 days ago now today. I don't know exactly how long a soccer field is, but I did lunges. And if you don't know what those are, you can Google it. I'm pretty sure you should. But anyways, I did a soccer field length of lunges, which probably it was about halfway through that, like I really started feeling it, and then like my legs started to like shake and stuff. And I'm 5 flights of stairs up to get to my dorm, so that was fun the next day. But anyways, and then after that, in my high school, we did this thing called 8-minute abs. I don't quite remember everything in it, so I kind of made my own variation of it. It's not really 8 minutes, but it's working, and at least for me right now it is. I'll have to start stepping it up, but you know, eventually once I start getting used to this. But I can actually like feel like my sides and stomach are sore from it. What I do is I do 30 crunches, which are basically like half sit-ups if you don't know, and then I do 30 sit-ups, and then you roll onto your side, and then you keep your shoulders flat but like your hips turn, and you do 30 left side crunches and then 30 right side crunches, and then you lay back down on your back, and you take your leg either way, because you got to do it way I do it. You got to do both, your left and your right side. So it's almost like if you were sitting on a chair and you were to cross your legs, except you're laying down. And what you do is you come up, and instead of going like this, like how most people do a sit up, some people do it like this. So if you do it like this, you're fine. But you sit like this, and then I don't actually touch my hands at the back of my head. I just kind of let them rest where my hair meets them, and then I stay there, because otherwise you'll pull yourself up with your arms, and you don't actually use your abs as much, or your like your muscle that you're trying to build up. You don't actually use that as much. So that's just a way that I do it, because I get more of like a burning sensation from it, like that it's actually working. And then you do 30 of those, and basically what you do is the leg that you have like crossed, you go to that knee. So if you have your left leg crossed over your right, you go to your left side and you do sit-ups, and you go all the way up to that. And then you do 30 of those, and then you do 30 right side sit-ups. And then what was I did after that? Everything I do is 30 right now. I just do a 30 count for everything. I did something else too. What did I do? Oh yeah, and then we call them, I don't know if this is what they're actually called or not, but we did jackknifes. It's where you start where your body is like, you're completely laid flat on the ground, and you're basically balancing on your butt. You lift yourself up with, like your abs obviously, and you pull yourself forward. But when you do that, you also pull your back, your legs are like this, you gotta pull them in kind of like this, so then you're resting on your butt and you're kind of balancing on your butt, and then you just go lay back out. So you're almost going into like a fetal position in a way, but you have to do it while balancing on like the tailbone butt part. And then I did 30 of those, and then you do 30 more crunches, butterfly crunches, excuse me, after that, which are, you take your legs and you sit pretzel style or Indian style, whatever you call it, and you lay back, and then you put your hands like this. That's how I do it anyways, like this, and then you just go forward and your hand goes in between your legs, and you just basically do a a crunch, just like that. And you do 30 of those, and then I did 30 more normal crunches, and then I don't know what these are exactly called either. At high school we called them cobras. It's where you lay down on your stomach, and it's made to realign your spine, because after you're doing all these workouts and stuff, your spine gets out of place, and it can cause back problems if you don't stretch it back out. So what you do is you lay completely down flat on your stomach with your arms in front of you, excuse me, and your arms are kind of out. You can't even see what I'm doing, but your arms are both kind of like this, like you're gonna push, almost like a push-up position. And then what you do is you're pretty much from your torso down never lifts off the ground, and then from like the middle of your torso up will come off the ground. And what you do is you keep your neck straight. You always look forward, and you look straight up above you. But you don't want to be looking this way, because it actually turns your spine, and it does nothing for you to do the stretch. So what you do is then you just place your hands firmly in front of you, and then you just push yourself up, and what it does is right here, you'll feel it just pretty much from the center down, it just stretches like the muscle and stuff right there. So and then that's pretty much it. So, and that's my roommate. So you're on YouTube. Yeah, but like I was saying, so you can't turn your neck, because if you go up and you turn your neck, it'll turn your spine, and then it just does nothing for you. So when you go up, just make sure that your neck is kept straight, and it works good if you're in like a gym or something. Like when we did it in high school, there was like a certain, because like I was one of the team, I was like the throwing captain, so I was always one of like the counting, like I was a team captain, but I was like for the throwers. So there was 5 of us, and each of us had like a different position. Like one was like pole vaulting and high jump, stuff like that. And we would face the rest of the people, and you know, we'd do the counting and stuff. So anyways, when I did it, there was always a certain ceiling tile that I was always under, and I would always just look up at that. So if you find a place to do this and you have just a certain area that you're doing it, or even just find something central above you that's stationary, not like a plane or a bird or anything. So and then basically, as long as it's above you, just make sure that you're looking up at it, and then you just push yourself up, and then you arch your back, and it's, the girls, they called it the mermaid, so you can actually kind of get a better idea what that is, but we called it a cobra because, you know, a mermaid sounds really fey, so but anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Bye.